What's up, good people? We'll get started in a couple of minutes. Let me turn around so I can make sure that the sun isn't blinding you guys. I can't see. Let me turn around. Trying to catch me some lunch. Let's see. Yeah, we'll face this way today, so I can see you guys and you can see me. Go Bears. We get started at 12. I remember Killer Mike saying, can you feed yourself? Can you hunt? Can you fish? Can you grow your own food? You know, it's real. It's 12 o'clock. Fantastic. For you guys who don't know me, my name is Frank Financial Brown. I am the founder of Live Free, Give Hope. We are a real estate giveaway company. We specialize in giving away leases. We are brand new. I just founded the company in August. This will be our first giveaway. I've been a traditional real estate investor for over 20 years. I have properties in Augusta. I have properties in Atlanta. I have Airbnbs. I have traditional rentals. And I currently learned about the giveaways. And I believe that this is a better method, a better real estate model. And what I mean by that, from being an investor so long, maybe I've gotten tired of the way, but I would rather ask 1,000 people for $16 instead of one person for $16,000. I think it's easier on everybody's pockets for 1,000 people at $16 than one person at $16,000. So just like you have different sweepstakes where people are giving away cars and motorcycles and cash and all these different prizes, I figure, wow, I have one of the greatest prizes there are. Housing. That's one of the most. Housing, food, and jobs are number one. So when I see people giving away vehicles, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I have something so much better than that. Housing. And the more people I talk to, I realize how many people are homeless. Yes, I spoke to you guys yesterday. I have been homeless. I slept in my vehicle. I slept on a couch. I slept in a garage. And every day I speak to a lot of people, and I would say probably 25% of them say they're homeless. And that's crazy, you know, but it is, I'm sure, you know. So that's why I've created Live Free. That's one of the reasons I created Live Free, to help end the homelessness. Instead of taxing somebody, one person, for $16,000, let's get 1,000 people to put up $16. And we can do this with hundreds and thousands of people. Now, since I've been speaking to so many individuals that have told me they're homeless, I've really been thinking, like, okay, if I was homeless and I was trying to win this opportunity, I'm homeless and I'm trying to win this opportunity, what would I do? The first thing I did, because we spoke maybe last week, and I did not know how much it was to mail something, because in this giveaway, you can get all of your entries, all 600 entries, from doing the mail-in. But there is a limited time on that, because you have to get all your mail-ins in by Christmas, by December 25th. Also, you can only send in one mail-in a day. So that means if you did one a day for 24 days, that would get you all 600 mail-ins. So If I was homeless, the first thing I would do, I would figure out how can I get my mail in. So it costs 61 cents to mail a postcard. I also looked online. You can get 40 envelopes for $2. So we're looking at 61 cents for the stamp, and we're looking at $2 if you got all of the envelopes. I figured, let me tell you, if I was homeless and I really needed a place and I wanted to enter this giveaway, I would go to Hope of Atlanta. Years ago, there was a woman named Daphne Turner there, and she had clients that she put inside of my 6-unit apartment building where the giveaway is. So I would go to one of these organizations, Hope Atlanta, one of the missions, and I would ask them for a piece of paper or a postcard and ask them to mail it out for me. You can do that every day for 24 days. Or you can just do it one time. One time, you'll still get 25 entries. So, hold on, guys. I'm about to run into something. Let me see. So first thing, if I'm homeless, I'm getting my 61 cents. Either I ask for it or I work for it or I go to one of these organizations and I'll ask them to go ahead and mail it in for me. I'll ask them, hey, let me have a piece of paper, a postcard, a pen, and I'll go ahead and fill out my information. And then I will ask them to mail it in for me. I may even go as far as asking, can I do 24? And if they'll mail each one in for me each day, that's just one option. And you guys may have heard me say in the past when I say, who was this for? There is a little hustle required. If you're going to get them all in for free, there is a little hustle. Now, if you have any money and you want to get your entries in, any item that you buy online, any merch, you get 1 entry for every $1. So you can hop on there and buy a t-shirt and get 30 entries. You get those 30 entries. It also opens you up to 5 more bonus entries from the social media actions. These are all on the official rules online. And even if I bought the shirt, I still would do some mail-ins. I would still max out my 600 entries. Now, I'm saying what I would do theoretically, but I know that a lot of people are fearful. I know a lot of people are scared. You don't know me. I don't know you. This is a new company. And I'll tell you why I know you're scared. One is because I'm entering, now that I'm in the sweepstakes business, I've been entering giveaways. I've been entering these sweepstakes. And I know I've been fearful. There's one company, I know they are super reputable, NerdWallet. They're giving away $100,000 every day for 25 days starting December 1st. I plan on entering every day. And I did put in my info, and I was a little hesitant at first. There's been giveaways that I haven't entered. There's been giveaways. One of them looked like a scam, and I did enter that one. But, and it's because my level of fear is starting to go down. The more you're around something, the more that fear subsides. It's like anything. It's like a baby starting to walk. Initially that baby's afraid of falling, but you start walking long enough, crawling and doing all that. You're no longer afraid of it. So you guys may be new in the sweepstakes world, the giveaway world. Well, so am I. I have entered. I know you guys are fearful because I'm a little hesitant. If it wasn't me putting on the sweepstakes, I would be fearful also. That's why I'm hopping on this live every day. That's why I'm showing you guys that I'm a real person. That's why I'm telling you guys about the sweepstakes that I'm entering. I could post all of the sweepstakes. I follow all the sweepstakes now. You guys, since I may have caught something. Since I've gotten into the sweepstakes business, I've been entering a lot. My wife, now, I'm a frugal person. My wife, she spends. There's one vehicle that they're giving away. It's like a F-250. It has a trailer and it has some kind of land moving equipment, and it's candy coated. But she spent $45 on a t-shirt. She spent $45 on a t-shirt to enter this giveaway. And every time I see one pop up, I send it to her. I ask her not to spend. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that if you guys aren't buying, I understand. But this right here is a game changer. I tell my wife it's one thing between winning a vehicle. I got something. Hold on, I'm out here fishing, trying to get me some lunch. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go, financial. Yeah. Look at this, guys. Hold on. Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm out here in my pond, guys. I'm out here in my pond. I know some of you guys may be at work. Another reason I created Live Free, Give Hope is because real estate has created this lifestyle for me. Real estate has done this. And I didn't do it by myself. I learned from somebody. I got deals. And a lot of people that I started real estate with, that I've grown up with, my friends, family, people I worked at Lifetime with, they didn't get into real estate. A lot of them was fearful. Fear. And that's why the title of this live was A Good Life Will Keep You from a Great Life. Where I was really going with that is a fearful life will keep you from a great life. A fearful life. If you're too scared, if you're scared to enter the giveaway, I understand. But somebody's going to win this thing. There have been some people that entered. I can't tell you how many, but I know it ain't hella. It ain't what you would think. You would think that everybody would be trying to win free rent for a year at a place in Atlanta that you can put on Airbnb. Somebody hit me up and they said they're from Dallas. This is for the out-of-towners. You can put it on Airbnb. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Airbnb has co-hosts. You don't even have to be there. You can just have somebody else run the property. You can be in Dallas, have them be the host in Atlanta, and take your percentage. I pay a company to manage my Airbnb in Augusta. It's actually with a company called Vacasa. I pay them 12%, and they do all the bookings. The only thing I do is clean it, and that's by choice because most people don't clean as well as I clean, and I charge a lot for the clean. I charge $250 a night for the clean. For the night for the stay. So when they leave, I get $250 for that. So I for damn sure don't mind cleaning up 4 times a month, and make it an extra $1,000. That's actually where the win is in the Airbnb out here. Augusta's not really a strong market, but that's where it is. So back to the fear. I've been doing my thing since I was young. And usually the difference between me and everybody else was that they got stuck on fear. My brother out in California, we both should be doing the same thing. Real estate, we both talk about the same thing, same brains. But when it comes down to getting something done, we call it analysis paralysis. He looks at it too long and he don't never get started. Me, I just go for it. That's why I've done so well at life. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but the difference is maybe I was foolish. But when people said, go buy real estate, works, this is how you get rich. I watched this video. How you doing, homemade masterpiece? I watched this video, and Carlton Sheets, it was an old real estate thing. And it said, all you have to do is say the deal is contingent to financing. A lot of people won't do this. So I'm out there making deals and I'm just saying it's contingent to financing. I wonder if I should throw this fish back in the water while I'm going. Let me go ahead and take it to the shore. Wow. Show that beauty again out here. While y'all at lunch, I'm out here catching lunch. Oh, shit. I really didn't think I was going to catch anything today, even though this pond is full. This pond has so much bass in it. If you get an opportunity, come on out here sometime. Where were we? So if you're in another state, you can be in any other state. The only place that this giveaway is not eligible is if you're a resident of Florida or New York. You guys aren't eligible for this particular giveaway. In the future, I may open it up to you guys. But since this was my first one, I figured I wouldn't do the extra paperwork for New York and Florida. I figured Atlanta would be enough folks. Maybe I should have opened it up. So we talked about, if you're homeless, how you can get all your entries in, different things. I'm huge on asking AI questions. So I also asked AI if the winner was homeless, if the individual that won this event was homeless, give me a 12-month plan in order to go from that current situation of being homeless to turning things around. I was going to go over it, but it's so much that I suggest that if you're in that situation, any situation that you're in, do this. Take the Live Free Give Hope website. Take that link, throw it into your chat or whatever AI you're using, and then ask it, if I won this, what should I do? If I won free rent for a year here in Atlanta, what should I do? Where should I work? What should I get education? It will give you a game plan. Ask it for a 12-month game plan on what you should do between now and then, or between the time you win, or if you're trying to win it. Some people ask AI for lottery tickets, for the numbers. Well, instead of asking for the numbers, why don't you ask AI, how can I win this? I'm sure it's going to tell you, get all 600 entries. Get all 600 entries. The reason we put a cap on it, I put a cap on it, is so that somebody couldn't come in here and just buy the whole thing. 600 is the amount. If somebody bought $600 worth of merchandise, that's still only half the month's rent for 1 month that you could possibly win the whole year. And you can also mail these in. So you do not have to spend $600. You can spend $0, or you can spend $600, or you can spend something in the middle. I ask everybody to at least buy a cup if you can. If you don't have it, don't do it. But if you can buy a cup, like I said, those 1,000 people buying a $16 cup, then we can give another one away. Then we can give another one away. Then we can get another one. Now, that $1,000, those 1,000 people buying a cup, $16, that would not cover everything, but that still is fine. I'll still cover the rest. It still will be able to go on. Of course, things will grow. I'm just giving you guys small numbers right now because it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much for us to take care of each other. It doesn't take millions and millions of dollars for us to take care of each other. Just like if you're like me and you grew up in the hood, well, you got different people in the neighborhood that help watch you and raise you. Your mom doesn't have to pay everybody. You don't have to be rich for the woman next door or your cousins or your aunties to take care of you. So that's the same thing we're doing right here. I do believe in capitalism. I do believe in working hard and making money, but I also believe in socialism also. That's why we don't really talk about politics here, is because, hey, I believe it's all, it is what it is. I'm just going to do my thing. I'm just going to do what I can to help. And if it takes making some money over here, let's say as a real estate investor to get to this point, well, capitalism brought me to socialism. And this is still a business. We won't be able to continue to give away properties if we do not make enough money to pay for the properties. I am not a trust fund baby that's just balling. I'm not Trump and can just pay everybody's rent. I'm putting out what's up, Shook? I'm putting out a business model that will allow for this to continue. It will allow for us to house thousands of people. I was thinking about it yesterday. And so right now, we all know what the projects are. So the government has the projects. I just saw that even with the projects, there's waiting lists to get in there. We already know how they're ran. We already know how the government treats individuals. However, just like you have politicians and they say they want to get into, you have business individuals that want to get into politics because they believe that they can change things. Hey, Shug, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm to cut off my thought. Look what I caught. Bow. Just out here catching a little lunch while I'm doing the live at 12. Yeah. Fat was around here somewhere. Fat is our dog, ladies and gentlemen. And she's my baby. Yes, I caught that bad boy. Hey, maybe like on my third or fourth cast. You know, Grandpa would be proud. What's up, Divinity? I'm just out here. Look what I just caught. Caught some lunch. I'm out here on my pond. I'll show you. Oh, it's still jumping around. So I'm out here. And what we were just talking about today, so you don't have to go back and watch it. But a lot of homeless folks, I've been homeless myself, have been hitting me up. It's crazy. I believe I would say 25% of the people that I talk to online have said they're homeless. And that's one of the reasons I created Live Free, Give Hope and allowed the 600 entries for free. So regardless if you have a job or you don't have a job, you've been learning how to fish. Hey, check this out. Check this out. And this is kind of goes back to the title about a good life will keep you from a great life. I put that out there, but it's really about fear will keep you from a great life. Now, the only reason I know how to fish now is because my stepdad taught me, and I'm talking about within the last few years. I've been a grown ass man with a son, with a pond in my damn backyard, and didn't really know how to fish. Why? I'd be like, wait, I was kind of like, I would say scared. You know what I'm saying? Fear kept me from it. One time I did come out here when I first got this house back in 2004. The catfish, it popped out and did this little thing with his arms, and that was it for your boy. But I'm back, so I got over the fear, and now I can come on out here, throw a line in the water, and have some fish. Fear will keep you from a great life. Now, I also put in the title, a good life will keep you from a great life. My daughter's on here. You guys, I told you I raised my daughter, and you can ask her, our life has been pretty good, but could it have been great? I think it was great, but I know that really, life was good to where I felt I didn't have to really rock the boat or do extra. I'll be honest with you guys. I could have been out here busting my ass. You guys may have heard of Grant Cardone or some of these real estate gurus. I could have did all that. You know what I'm saying? But my life was good enough to where, that's why you guys will know me as I've been a lazy real estate investor. I haven't been one of those real estate investors that's really been hands-on. And I actually like that. I'll teach you guys that if you want to learn that. Some people want to be out there doing all the work, but not really me. This is what I prefer to do. Now, do I plan on doing it a little bit better now? Now that my kid, I definitely feel that comfort kid. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of here. I think I got to pedal a little bit faster to get up on the bank. Let me show you guys where I'm trying to get. All right, there's my other boat over there. If you guys ever want to come on out here, go fishing, I got 2 boats. We can get rocking and rolling. All right, let's see if I can go ahead and get enough. Yeah, come on. Yeah. I was doing this to stay in shape, but I'm going to just have to hop out. Yeah, so I'm out of here. Bam. Let me show you guys what we're working with. Now, this right here, I'm going back to the good life and keep you from a great life. This should have been filled with tiny homes. Let me tell you guys, hell, the grass should even be cut. I should have been rocking and rolling. I haven't. I'll be honest with you guys. I've had this property since 2004. I haven't done nothing. Now, when I do believe what Robert Kiyosaki teaches about your personal residence is not an asset. It's more of a liability. But if I put tiny homes out here, I can put tiny homes all around the pond. Let me see. Let's see if I turn you guys around. Let's go ahead and walk it. So put tiny homes all the way around. Now, this is the goal. This is the goal. Now that Live Free is in my life, Okay, location. This right here is out in the country. This is in Augusta, Georgia. We're not in Atlanta right now. We're in Augusta. But, and my wife just hopped on. Annie B. I was talking to the people about, how we've had a good life, but a good life will keep you from a great life. And then, also touching upon about how fear will keep you from a great life. And my wife can attest to this. Container homes be fantastic. That's my wife's bag. She was just talking about that yesterday, bringing the container homes out and putting, Annie B, what were you talking about? Putting greenhouses on top of the container homes or something? Sorry, I'm trying to pull this boat up so it didn't go in there. Annie B, where you at? About 3. Yeah, it takes about 3 hours to get there. We're out in the country. See, I was in the Army back in 2004. I got out the Army in 2004, right over there at Fort Gordon. But yes, so I'm glad you hit on the container homes. This is what I want to put out there for everybody. Not only so, Live Free, Give Hope. It's fantastic. But the people, me, my wife, my children, and what we plan on doing and the opportunity. If you guys keep following us, you'll see that, we don't just do this on our own. We've got other investors brand new investors, and we got them in the game. I do not believe in scarcity. I don't believe, there's only so many deals. And, no. If you go out your house right now or on your way home, just count one block of houses, probably sitting on a couple thousand. How many of those do you need to be rich? 10 houses with $100,000 equity, that's $1 million. You're a millionaire. You do one a year for the next 10 years, you're a millionaire. That's why we have this Live Free, Give Hope. Make sure ain't nothing in the swimming pool. Look like something swimming around. You guys want to see our goats? You have a greenhouse. All right, so my wife, she's doing her thing. I'm going to show you what we have. You guys see the fish? Okay. There's the goats right there. There's a fat. Now, the goats came in here and they ate all of our damn trees. All of our trees. Now, those are dead. But they ate them all. You see the fish, girl? You see the fish? You scared? Daddy's baby scared? It's okay. Come and take a bite. She gone. Come on, baby. Yeah. So where was I? So homeless. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this on up, guys, but we're gonna I'm gonna give you a little recap. If you're homeless, there's a way to get all 600 entries. There was a woman, I'm not sure if she's still at Hope of Atlanta, but I know she helped with some clients before in the past. If it was me, I would go to one of these organizations. I would ask them for a stamp and a postcard, and I would ask them to mail it off for me. That's one. If you can do that 24 days in a row, I would do that 24 or leave it all right there. That's one way you can get your entries. If you can help with any way, I would buy a mug, $16 to test it out. If you feel comfortable after that, entries don't close until December. So I've been telling everybody, and since I'm new to giveaways, I have studied the people that enter giveaways. Most people, it's like everything. You can't win what you don't enter. And a lot of times, most people aren't entering because they're too fearful. It's just how it is. If you guys Google professional sweepstakers, and I think it's the contestant queen, they have documentaries on this. People win over and over, and it's because they do the most entering. If I tell you guys you can have 600 entries, what if everybody just got the mug, just did 20, but you came through with the 600 entries? I can't guarantee that you're going to win, but that's what these sweepstakes people say. They say they're just maxing out the entries, and most people are just doing the nothing or the minimum. Let's see. Bam. Annie B, will you be speaking on your page? Annie B, Divinity's asking if you're going to be speaking. Did you see that? Oh, housing. Yes, my wife is a big dog. If you guys, housing, counseling, food resources. She's She owns a mental health services business in Augusta and Conyers. Sorry, I'm looking at them damn goats and they're on my Mustang. They're on my baby. I bought this Mustang when I was 21 years old and they tearing it up. They tearing it up. That's all I got for you guys. Let's see. Homeless, get all your entries. Now, if you're not homeless and you can support, but still get all your entries. Buy your mug, buy a $20 mug, and then get 5 social media actions and send in 23 postcards, and that'll put you at 600 entries. Now, you can also come and visit the property. You get entries for touring the property. And the last thing I got, we had someone who's out of town. And if you're out of town and you're not going to move here, let's say if you live in Dallas or Houston, California, any of that. Hold on. Any of that. And if it was me, if I was out of converted to an Airbnb, I would hook up with the host. You can go to Airbnb, find a co-host, and I would let them co-host it, or I would hop on Vacasa and let them host it. You know, you do not have to live here in order to win this, you know. And the last thing I got, and this is because I slept in my car before. I slept in the car. If I won this and I'm homeless and I'm okay with being homeless another year, I may just Airbnb that thing out. And then the days that it's not on Airbnb, that it's not rented out, I'll probably just slide in there then. You know, that's if I was homeless, because we did the numbers on this. Airbnb said at that address, at the Winter Circle, the place that if you win, it would bring in like $1,480. That's if it rented at $93 a night for 16 nights. You make $1,480. So that's another thing that you can do. If you're homeless or if you're not homeless, anybody, you can put it on Airbnb. It's fully furnished. You can sublet it. You can give it to a traditional renter, maybe $1,400. And so forth. Any questions for me? Let me read the text. That's exactly what I did when I had an Airbnb. You know, hey, me and my wife, Eddie B, where we staying tonight? We're going to one of our Airbnbs, guys. You know, I'm at the country house now, but let me tell you what doesn't come with the country house. You can't get that, what's it called? Instacart? People don't deliver out here. You know what I'm saying? I can't ride my bike out here. I ride my motorcycle, but I can't ride my bike. There's a lot of things. And of course, I ain't doing too much walking around out here unless it's on my land. And even then, I got to watch for snakes, you know? So, yeah, we'll be in the city tonight. But when it's not rented out, we're there. What up, SP? Thanks for joining. Any questions? Let me show you guys who just joined. So I just hopped off my pond and I caught a fish. Bow. Threw it in there. I think that was about my 3rd or 4th cast. You see what I caught it with? I'm not a great fisherman. My pops, my stepdad, he taught me how to fish. Even though we had this pond for like 20 years, it has never really been my thing. I've recently become a country boy. And it's because, I guess I've been forced to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and as you know, when you get older, you start being aware that you need to be growing your own food and, you know, all this nonsense. So that's why we got the goats. We got hella eggs. We got too many eggs, especially tomorrow at 12. We go live every day at 12. And if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about in particular, you know, my wife, multi-million-dollar business. She's from Bankhead, from the hood, went to Fort Valley. She's got it out the mud. I got it out the mud. We got children in college. Who would have thought that we would have 2 children in college? You know what I'm saying? They twins. You know, if you know where we come from, boy. But we changed the game, and that's why we giving back. You know, we didn't do this on our own. If it wasn't somebody that showed us something, we wouldn't have nothing. We'd be like the statistics show. You know what I'm saying? It could have easily went bad. You know? So if there's anything, we'll talk about it. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 12. We go from 12 to 12:30. If you guys can, I need you guys to go and subscribe to the YouTube page so we can start streaming from YouTube instead. So I'll put that up on the page. I'll be advertising like crazy for people to come and please subscribe to the YouTube page. That's all I got for you. Any questions, DM me. Please get your entries. The best time to win anything is when there's no competition. Can't tell you how many people entered, but you ain't got no competition. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.